Have you ever had that realization that you're supposed to be an adult now? I think it hits you sometimes in your mid-20s that you've been thrown into adulthood and you're just supposed to know everything. Maybe it's a little bit different for me since my transition stage between a university student and adulthood was on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. But I feel like a lot of things are just thrown at you really quick and you just have to try to work them out on your own. Anyway, today we're going to discuss adulting with someone who was really thrown into it out of nowhere. Kimmy Schmidt from the Netflix original, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Mr. Bankston?
Oh, yeah. What had happened was, I was outside cutting up bike tires with my grandson when out of nowhere, 40, 100 police vehicles came booking. They went busting up in that weird old white dude's house. He had a coat up in there. White dudes hold the record for creepy crimes, but females are strong as hell. Unbreakable, they alive, damn it. It's a miracle. Unbreakable, they alive, damn it. But females are strong as hell.
Hi, I'm Sam, co-founder of Life's Secret Sauce, where we teach motivated professionals how to fast-track their careers and live the life of their dreams using the social skills that they should have learned in school, like proper interview skills and making eye contact, instead of learning things like a toaster uses almost half as much energy as a full-sized oven. That is a lot of energy for one little toaster. So, let's talk about this whole adulting business. We know to be successful adults, we have to start by being able to take care of ourselves. Step 1. Don't worry so much about being rude. Ladies, this one goes out to you in a big way. So often we do things because we don't want to be seen as rude by saying no. Well, as successful individuals, there are going to be a lot of things that we just have to say no to. This way we have time to live our lives the way that we want to.
For years, you were told by Reverend Richard Gary Wayne, that the world had ended.
Yes. Reverend Richard told us that there had been a nuclear apocalypse and that the earth was scorched and there were lakes of fire and stuff.
Cindy, you were the first young woman forced into this cult.
Yes, I had waited on Reverend Richard a bunch of times at a York steakhouse I worked at, and one night he invited me out to his car to see some baby rabbits, and I didn't want to be rude, so here we are.
I'm always amazed at what women will do because they're afraid of being rude.
There are a ton of lessons in this show. It was written by the queen of improv herself, Tina Fey, so I'm sure that women empowerment will be a theme throughout the entire season. Moving on. Step 2. Forget about your formal education. I don't mean forget the things that you learned, but stop letting them define what you're capable of. Society is more educated today than it's ever been. Now you have grad students flipping burgers at the local burger spot instead of high schoolers. Just because you don't have a great formal education doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. And just because you don't have education doesn't mean you're going to be a failure. It's your attitude and your commitment that will determine your success.
Stop! Pull over, please. Kimmy, what are you doing? I'm not going back. What? I'm staying here.
Kimmy, that's crazy. You have a middle school education. You won't make it here.
It's like Reverend Richard always says, we're just garbage, Kimmy.
That's not true. We're not garbage. We're human beings. I have to get my life back. Everybody in Durnsville is always going to look at me like I'm a victim, and that's not what I am. If you're really going to do this, take some of my MoFund money.
Kimmy is not going to be held back. Her circumstances have left her less prepared than most, but her positive attitude will help her prevail. Step 3 to adulting, no more stranger danger. I know we've talked about this time and time again, but if you're going to meet new people, you have to actually go out there and meet new people. You need to feel confident and comfortable when speaking with others, people you don't know, strangers.
Where do you live? Stranger danger!
Thank God. Are you the dog masseuse?
No, ma'am, I found your son.
Buckley?
Where's Hunyang?
She never picked me up, so I was just walking home.
Liar! I'm sorry, and you work for the school?
No.
So you're an Uber driver?
No.
So you are the dog masseuse?
Ma'am, I'm a stranger.
Buckley, please get in here. You know I'm not allowed outside.
Step 4. Try not to get frustrated with the hoops you have to jump through to get things started. How many of you have heard that you need 5 years experience to get a job? You can't get experience without first getting hired, and you won't get hired because you don't have experience. You can't get a credit card without first having a credit score, and you can't get a credit score without getting a credit card. The cycle is everywhere, and it's the worst, I tell you, but there's always a way to get started. And once you've gotten started, you've gotten inside that circle of hoops, and you can make it. Kimmy doesn't let these hoops hold her back from getting a job and getting an apartment in one afternoon. Well, I mean, clearly this is a TV show, but it's possible.
It's going to be wonderful for him to have a roommate because he's very isolated, but so talented, but disillusioned, but a genius. And he's single, but very gay. And he doesn't know I placed the ad.
What is it, Lillian? Who is this?
I'm your new roommate.
Okay, so soon I took an ad out. You need a roommate.
I don't fry fish.
Honey, you also don't pay the rent.
Because I don't have money.
You know I do not want to evict you. Just consider her, please.
What is your current address?
Next question.
May I see a recent letter of employment or 2 recent pay stumps?
No and no.
Where do you work?
Nowhere yet.
I pronounce you ridiculous. Come back when you got a J.O.B.
He's right. I am gonna need a job.
Honey, you come back here with a job, the place is yours.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, but don't wear that yellow sweater, because the Crips will think you're in the Banana Boys. It's a new gang. There weren't any good colors left. Nice to meet ya!
Step 5. Escaping is not the same as making it. This is such an impassioned speech by Titus, and I think it speaks to so many people who want to escape their hometowns. But what's your plan after leaving? Is leaving success? Because it seems like there should be more to it than that.
But you gotta help me find it! It's a purple JanSport!
What?
I can't do this. Reverend Richard was right.
Wait, who?
Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne, Senior Prophet and CFO of Savior Rick's Spooky Church of the Scary Apocalypse.
Fool?
I am one of the Indiana mole women.
From the news. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I just want to be a normal person, and I can't. I don't know anything. I can't tell phones from cameras. Even policemen have tattoos.
Pack up your trifles and whatnots.
What?
Get your things and go home. New York City is not for you.
You don't understand.
Oh, I do understand.
But Titus...
Girl, my name is not Titus. My name is Ronald Wilkerson. I came here in 1998 on a damn bus from Chickasaw County, Mississippi. You know who leaves Chickasaw County? Nobody. Have you ever met a person from Mississippi?
No, but I haven't met anybody.
My point is, this was me then. I was cute, just like you. Showed my teeth when I smiled, just like you. I changed my name to Titus Andromedon, and I marched myself in to audition for The Lion King.
You were in The Lion King on Broadway?
Yes, except I was not. I auditioned for The Lion King 20 times in 15 years until they finally told me you were not passing as a straight giraffe.
But you are such a good singer. I heard you.
I have not sung in public in 3 years. You want to know what I do now? I dress up in that robot costume in Times Square and I pass out flyers for an arcade. My boss is 17 years old, I get paid in quarters, and I'm starting to think cab drivers are hitting me on purpose.
Well, you got out of Mississippi.
Escaping is not the same as making it, Kimmy.
All right, so while we're getting into these great impassioned speeches, let's finish off with this one where Kimmy gets Titus to live his dream. Because let's face it, the best part about adulthood is going for your dream each and every day. You're gonna have some pretty terrible days, but you're a grown and confident, powerful individual. Get out there and do what you came here to do.
Titus Andromedon! Ronald Wilkerson, I know you're in there!
What are you doing here, Amelia Bedelia? I told you to go back to Indiana.
I'm not going back. I'm not gonna give up, and neither are you.
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? The worst thing that ever happened to me happened in my own front yard. Life beats you up, Titus. It doesn't matter if you get tooken by a cult or you've been rejected over and over again at auditions.
Some of which you pay to attend.
You can either curl up in a ball and die like we thought Cindy did that time, or you can stand up and say, we're different. We're the strong ones, and you can't break us. We are going to pay the rent, I'm gonna get my job back, and I'm gonna kiss a boy. And you are going to sing at the Grammys with Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson.
Bad examples, but yes.
And I know that was a long one today. I told you Kimmy had so many lessons, but I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and click like right there in the corner. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video again. We put out videos every Monday and Friday, and our expert series comes out every single Wednesday. Be sure to head on over to our website as well, lifesecretsauce.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter and we can deliver the awesome straight to your inbox. Until next time, ciao for now.
Just sing for these people, because that is what you came here to do.
It's a circle of love.
Sing along, hang along, sing along, hang a Macarena. Sing along, hang a Macarena. Sing along.